To new developments in the case against Nima Momeni, the man accused of killing tech executive Bob Lee. Today was supposed to be a basic court appearance to set a trial date, but it instead turned into much more. Momeni's attorneys are now demanding a change of venue. ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Melanie Woodrow has covered this case from the start. Joins us live from the newsroom with what the latest is tonight. Melanie.
Fireworks today because of a San Francisco Standard article that featured 4 pictures of Nima Momeni in his jail cell. The pictures were taken by a freelance photographer in August who was working on a different story for the LA Times and recognized Momeni. He then sold those pictures to the SF Standard. Now the judge in the case says the sheriff's office is looking into it all.
Nima Momeni's attorneys calling for a change of venue in the Bob Lee murder trial.
Obviously, the media publicity, the reputation of the defendant, the reputation of the victim, whether or not a person can get a fair and impartial jury.
Adding fuel to their argument, a San Francisco Standard article published November 28th, which included 4 photos of Momeni in his jail cell.
Is so inappropriate and next level ugly is the best term that I could use, that we felt compelled that we had to kind of expedite our motion to change venue.
In an emailed statement, the San Francisco Standard's editor-in-chief writes, quote, "A freelance photographer had permission to take photos inside the jail, and Nima Momeni gave the photographer permission to have his photo taken. We contacted Momeni's legal team prior to publication, and they did not raise objections or concerns about the publication of the images. The Standard believes the images were entirely newsworthy."
Nima didn't agree to have his photograph taken. We didn't agree to have his photograph taken. This was a hit job, and there's going to be ramifications.
It looks like he's smiling in some of the photos and almost posing.
That's just happenstance.
What they did made this not a fair and impartial system. What they did was disgusting. What they did was illegal. What they did was civilly responsible, and someone is going to be held responsible.
In an emailed statement, the San Francisco Sheriff's Office writes in part, quote, "Regrettably, the LA Times photographer violated our established media rules. While the LA Times did not publish any unauthorized photos, its photographer proceeded to monetize the unauthorized photographs with other media outlets, resulting in a further violation of our media rules and a blatant disregard for the agreed-upon conditions." Momeni's attorneys also filed a motion for a rule to show cause related to Momeni's vehicle, which was supposed to be released from a lot with no fees.
They've refused to do so.
Those motions will be heard in January, with a tentative trial date set for March. Nima Momeni's sister, Hazar, was arrested on DUI and hit-and-run charges in San Francisco Monday. The night of Lee's murder, Hazar texted Lee, "Just wanted to make sure you're doing okay, because I know Nima came way down hard on you." Her mother had no comment about her arrest.
How is Hazar doing following Monday's
I'm not going to
arrest?
answer any questions right now.
And neither did Nima's attorneys.
We're not going to answer any
From
more
an
questions.
optics standpoint,
Okay?
though, I mean, it was a
From
big
an
story on
From an
Monday.
optics standpoint, you look terrific today.
Hazar Momeni was not in court today. She has been there in the past to support her brother. Also very interesting in this motion for a change of venue is allegations by Nima Momeni's current defense team against his prior defense team. They are alleging that his prior defense attorney, Paula Canny, gave Hazar Momeni's cell phone to the lead SFPD investigator in this case without a warrant or a court order. By text, Canny told me none of that is true. In the newsroom for the I-Team, Melanie Woodrow, ABC 7 News.